Hey everybody, today I have a brand new series for you and I am so excited. Hey everyone, it's Dora from flippinghousesanpancakes.com and today I have a brand new cooking series for you. We are going to start a series called Foundations, like the play on words because it's flipping houses and pancakes. All right, okay, Foundations. Building cooking skills one recipe at a time. And this cooking series is really targeted at people who do not know how to cook yet. We're going to do simple, basic things so you can learn the skills you need to then go on and do the harder cooking techniques and the fancier food. Okay, today we're going to start with simple roasted vegetables. I know that sounds like, ugh, it's too boring, it's too basic. Well, do you know how many people I've spoken to who don't know how to make a basic roasted vegetable? So we're going to go step by step and learn how to make a simple roasted vegetable. First thing you do is you're going to wash all of your vegetables. Wash them really well because I'm not peeling these vegetables. Okay, so I already went through and I washed them. I have zucchini and yellow squash. I have some mushrooms. Yes, I washed them. I know most professional chefs are going to tell you don't wash them, just wipe them with a cloth because they'll absorb the water. I'm neurotic, people. I want to wash my vegetables. I wash my mushrooms. They always seem to survive, so if you want to wipe them, wipe them. If you want to wash them, it'll be okay too. I've got some different colored bell peppers, and I have a red onion because I like roasted onion as well. Okay. So we're going to start by just cutting up our vegetables. I'm going to be roasting these on sheet pans in my oven. I do have a lot of vegetables because it's actually, we're having a big barbecue today. And I didn't feel like roasting the vegetables on the grill. So I'm doing them in the oven, but I need a lot of them. So there's a lot of vegetables here. So I'm going to start, I have my zucchinis. I'm slicing them into rounds just like this. See that? Just a nice slice, 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 slice. And I will show you a close-up of me slicing these in a minute. But I'm going to slice these as similar in size as possible. And that is a really important part of roasting vegetables, is if they're the same size, they're going to cook at the same speed. And you don't want to have some of your vegetables burning and the other ones are not ready. So what we want is for our vegetables to be about the same size as much as possible, okay? And I discard the very ends. You'll see I take off the part that was attached to the plant and the part that had the flower on it, okay? I don't like those two ends, so I take them off and I'm just gonna slice through my vegetables. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. Okay. All right. I've got a different view for you here so you can see a little closer. I'm taking off the two ends. Those are going to get thrown out. Or composted if you have a composter. And I'm just slicing through. Now, I happen to really not like little tiny knives. I used to always use those little paring knives. I do use them for specific things. But in general, I like to have a nice big knife. I feel like I cut faster and everything just goes more smoothly. So I'm going to slice them. Again, pretty similar in size in terms of how thick the pieces are, because that's going to tell me how quickly they're going to cook. All right, I'm going to finish slicing up these zucchinis and then we'll come back and slice up some more veggies. All right, I'm going to move on to my mushrooms. I'm not going to make these in slices. My mushrooms are just going to get quartered here. Again, that's going to give me about the same cooking speed as my zucchinis have. So I'm going to take off. I just cut the very bottom off. They get a little bit yucky at the bottom. So I tend to cut off the bottom of the stem. You don't have to pull the whole stem out unless you really, really don't like that part. You'll see, and then I just cut through them into quarters. I'm putting it right into the same bowl. This one looks like it doesn't quite have. Yeah. Okay, I'm just doing quarters. It's going to cook about the same speed as my zucchini. Just cut off the end. I still have some of that stem in there, you see. And quarter them. Okay, I'm going to do all the mushrooms and we'll come back for the peppers. Okay, so you saw some of my mushrooms were a little bigger and I cut them into 3 or 4 pieces depending. Peppers, there's a lot of ways to cut peppers. You would definitely want to open them up. I like to do it this way because I get the least amount of waste. Sometimes if you cut the top off, you lose a lot of your pepper. Make sure to clean it out. You want to get out all that inside, all the seeds. You don't need those. Okay, so we're going to clean them out. Clean out the peppers, okay? And for this dish, I'm just going to slice them. You could dice them in really large dices, in really large pieces if you want, but today I'm doing it like this. Got my peppers in there. This will also make it a lot quicker for me when I'm making a large batch. So I'll have some seeds in there. A seed or two in your food is nothing bad's going to happen, so you don't need to worry about it really. We're just trying to get them out of there. Okay, that's my yellow pepper. I'm going to do the red pepper and the orange pepper. Then we'll do the red onion, and there'll be time to get ready to roast. Okay, I got my peppers done. I'm going to do my onion, and this is not how they will tell you to cut the onion, but this is how I like to do my onions. Remember, I'm not a chef. I'm a home cook. If you want to get your vegetables... If you want to cut your vegetables like a chef, then watch a chef show. But I'm telling you a quick and easy way to get all this done. I'm going to peel off all this part of the onion. You don't need that there. Okay. I'm just going to quickly wash this. Give it a rinse. I know I peeled the first few layers off, so it was probably okay, but I cut through the outside. I don't want anything that was on the outside to get into my food. So that my knife could have dragged through. This I'm just going to do a very simple, I like them in big pieces. There's not going to be a lot of onion on what do you think? I think that'll be good. It'll come out in chunks and we'll add that to our bowl. Okay, now we're done with all of our cutting and we're going to get to the next step. Okay, I've got all my veggies put together, sliced up and ready to go. This is, again, a simple recipe. And if you want to do other vegetables, you absolutely can do this with other vegetables. Green beans, broccoli, I don't know. Pick your vegetable. Brussels sprouts, you could do it with all of them. I know you like Brussels sprouts. My kids love Brussels sprouts. Maybe we'll do that one time on this video. But in the meantime, if you have a huge bowl like this, you need a good ½ a cup of oil. If you have a smaller one, you can do just a ¼ cup of oil. I used avocado oil today, but you can use olive oil, you can use canola oil, use whatever oil you feel like using. Okay, I also have prepared a sheet pan. I put a piece of foil on it, and I sprayed it with some cooking spray. So it is ready. It's not going to stick to it, but the foil will help it caramelize, kind of brown around the edges. If I put a piece of baking paper, right, if I put parchment paper on here, it's not going to brown as much. The vegetables will stay a little softer. But I don't want them to be soft, so we're doing it this way. I've got my foil sprayed with cooking spray. I put in oil. We are going to, I'm not measuring today, but you can go ahead and put about, if you're doing a big one, I would do about 2 tablespoons of each thing. Well, not each thing. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Otherwise, you could do about 1 tablespoon. I'm going to do the same with my paprika. Also, this is a new bottle of paprika. I should have checked it. Oh no, can I open it? All right. Forgot I ran out of paprika and I just bought a brand new bottle. So let's open this up. Look at this, live on YouTube practically. Okay. There we go. All right. Got a brand new bottle of paprika. It's very important. You could also just do salt and pepper if you want. If you don't have the patience to do any spices, get some Italian dressing and toss it in it. But I do like to do my own spices. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of paprika on here. You can do 1 tablespoon if you're doing fewer vegetables. If you're really doing a small amount of vegetables, then just a teaspoon will work. Okay? We're going to do the same with salt. I'm going to do about, choose the other side of this. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of salt and a little less in pepper because I don't like it spicy. I know there are people who do. I'm not one of them. If you know me, actually, this looks like it might spill over while I mix it up. I'm just going to put it on top of the sheet pan just in case. I'm going to toss them together. I totally needed a bigger bowl, if you can tell. I wanted to get nice and mixed. I want the oil. It's all falling. I want the oil. I want the vegetables all together. If you have overflowed your bowl, put it over the sheet pan so you don't end up with a messy counter. Oh yeah, it's just all coming out now. You know what we're going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to put half on one sheet pan. There it goes. I'm going to put the other half on the other sheet pan. The reason I have two sheet pans is it's a lot of vegetables, and I need them to be spread out because if they're all piled up, they're not going to crisp up. And I want them to get that nice, oh, these are going to look so good. Look at that. See, they're all spread out. I toss them together. My hands are gross. It's the best kind. I'm going to spread them out in the other sheet pan. They're all ready to go in the oven. We're going to put them in the oven, which is already turned on to 400 degrees. And we're going to give them some time in there, and then we'll bring them out and check them out. All right, my vegetables are out of the oven. I don't even want to tell you how many pieces of this I've already eaten. They came out golden brown on the edges. They are so yummy. It was so easy to make. You guys can do this. This is a really simple dish to start cooking with. Pick out whatever vegetables you want. You want green beans, you want broccoli, you want Brussels sprouts, you want peppers or zucchini or onions. It's all delicious. I did mushrooms here today. You can do this also. This is a great skill to start your cooking off with, and we will build more skills as we go along. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of them, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you find out every time I upload a new video. There's several delicious recipes like this in my cookbook, Flipping Houses and Pancakes. You can find that on my website or on Amazon. And again, always check out my website, flippinghouseandpancakes.com.